They're called Generation Like, sharing every detail of their lives from the most mundane to the most intimate. And the smart ones are making a fortune. 8 years ago, Troye Sivan started uploading videos of himself, doing anything and everything to YouTube. Now, the 20-year-old from Perth earns $500,000 a year doing it, and his millions of followers can't get enough. Time magazine named him the world's second most influential young person after Malala Yousafzei, the Nobel Peace Prize winner. But YouTube also gave Troye Sivan the chance to promote his real passion, singing and songwriting. And now, it's time to go mainstream. Troye Sivan is making the daunting walk to the stage of the famous Roxy nightclub in Los Angeles. Daunting because until now, Troye's millions of global fans have only ever seen him in cyberspace. You now have more than 10 million followers, 3.6 million YouTube subscribers, 3 million Twitter followers, 2.8 million on Instagram, 1.6 million likes on Facebook. Yet the majority of people have never heard of you.
Yeah, I think it's kind of weird, the fact that literally anyone with an internet connection can now basically choose their own destiny.
My happy little pill, take me away, dry my eyes.
I think that's a really kind of powerful thing that's just never happened before.
Hey YouTube, it's Troye Sivan. Today I'm going to be doing an FAQ video.
YouTube is the reason Troye Sivan
Let's go from now.
has gone from unknown in Perth to worldwide superstar.
Do you care if girls wear makeup? No. Are you going to make more videos? Yes.
He posted his first video when he was just 12.
In my dream.
And from that moment, he was hooked. Since then, he's uploaded something new almost every day. And his fans, mainly teenage girls, lap it all up. 6.5 million people have watched you wax your legs.
That was probably, I mean, that's maybe one of the ones that I'm like, did I need to do that on the internet?
Hi, what's up you guys, it is Troye Sivan, and today I just thought I would make a little update video to tell you guys what is going on in my life.
Do you become quite obsessed with how many people have looked at your clips and liked them and commented on them?
I think you can. You can definitely get sucked into that side of it. You know, there's analytics about like 16 to 18-year-old girls from Kenya that watched the video. There was 200 of them. And I'm like, why is there not 250? But, you know, but it's like,
so it can be quite narcissistic, almost shallow at times.
I mean, I don't think so. I think it's just like, it's one of those things where if you look into it, you can get lost in it.
Troye has just finished his first teaspoon of food.
Troye has always loved the camera. In 2006, he sang at a Perth telethon and blew everyone away. Soon, Troye was playing a young Wolverine alongside Hugh Jackman.
It's crazy and doesn't resolve anything.
Lifelike, isn't it?
And co-starring with John Cleese in the Spud movies.
Kind of having these problems with these girls I'm seeing.
She gives me love, 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 love.
But singing was his true passion.
She gives me love, 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 crazy love.
It might seem like it's all happening really, really quickly for me right now, and it is. But this is what I've wanted since I was like 3.
Did you constantly demand that your family sit and watch you perform?
There was a lot of bursting out of the curtains. Anytime we had anyone over for dinner, I would stand at the edge of the table and sing for the whole dinner.
Hope you got paid for that.
I didn't. I'm gonna invoice my parents when I get home. Gonna run.
So what time are you leaving?
2:20.
Troy's parents, Sean and Laurel, can't believe their son is now one of the most famous young men on the planet. Hello.
Hi, Ellie.
How are you?
Hi, Ellie.
How are you?
Good, how are
to
you?
see you. To them, he's just Troy.
Okay, it's very, very sweet, gorgeous boy here. Bad habits. He's got to have a few. Come on.
You hear those stories of teenagers and the nightmare teenagers.
I mean, we fight, but about like the dishwasher or something like that. You know what I mean?
Important things.
Yeah.
At home in Perth, Troy might still stack the dishwasher, but he's on his way to becoming a multi-millionaire. And he's only just turned 20. Troy's mini-album, Wild, was released in October.
Leave this blue neighborhood. Never knew loving could hurt this good.
Incredibly, with no radio play, it still immediately shot to #1 in 61 countries, including Australia.
You're driving me wild, wild, wild.
I seriously just want to say a massive, massive thank you to everyone for 1 million subscribers.
But it's his YouTube channels where Troy is making a mozza.
I also made a video on my second channel called youtube.com/moretroy that I just made.
Industry experts have estimated that you earn about $500,000 a year from YouTube alone.
Really?
Is that right?
That's funny that people are speculating about that, I guess. I mean, I can make a living off of YouTube, which is a sentence that people would never have said even like 5 years ago. Yeah, it's an awesome lifestyle. Get to sleep in, do it in your pajamas if you want.
You're living the dream
Yeah.
of every 20-year-old.
Yeah.
My happy little pill. Take me away.
For Troy's fanatical followers,
So yeah, this is my bedroom.
This is where it all began, huh?
this is a rare treat. A glimpse inside their idol's inner sanctum.
It's still such a big part of what I do. I do a lot of work in here. A lot.
And I feel like I have some explaining to do.
By the time he was 14, Troy had exposed almost all of his life online.
Hey, what's up, you guys? I'm on my way to the studio in London.
But there was one secret he hadn't shared with anyone, not even his parents.
No, he said to me, what do you think about the Jewish religion and homosexuality? And then with that, he just blurted out, because Dad, I'm gay. And I sort of looked at him and he said, Dad, you still love me? And yeah, and I grabbed him. I said, of course I love you, this. And that was it. It was out.
This is probably the most nervous I've ever been in my entire life. I recognized at the time that I could potentially lose a lot by coming out if the world wasn't ready for me to be an openly gay singer, and I had this YouTube audience of largely girls and I wasn't sure if it was going to affect that. I told my family that I am gay. It feels kind of weird to have to announce it like this on the internet, but I feel like a lot of you guys are like real, genuine friends of mine.
Did you think they might turn their back on you or not love you as much anymore because you were gay?
I didn't know how it was going to go down, and it didn't change a thing.
Leave this blue neighborhood. Never knew loving could hurt this good.
The video clip for Wild depicts two young boys who, as they grow up, fall in love.
Like that. I never ever wanted to be so bad.
I mean, we have rarely, if ever, seen a homosexual relationship portrayed in the mainstream with such honesty.
I was kind of in a corner, sort of, because I was like, okay, this is a love story. What am I going to do? Put a girl in the music video? It just felt like the logical thing to do.
There are people out there who will watch your video clip and see two men kissing and find that quite confronting.
I don't necessarily want to shock them. I just want to show them that, this is a really sweet, innocent gay relationship. And I think to see that is really, really powerful. I think that would have really made my day and made me feel a lot more comfortable when I was 14.
Never
Troy's fans clearly celebrate sexual diversity.
Thank you so
Cool,
much.
thanks so much. Nice to meet you. Have a nice day.
Wild is like the best thing ever.
Thank you so much.
If anything, his coming out has won him even more adulation.
I love you so much, Troy. This was incredible.
Oh my lord! Oh my god, there's so much making out in this video. This is what I needed.
Okay. Travel safe. Love you, love.
Thank you, love you.
From Perth to Los Angeles. It's just an hour before these fans will see Troy in the flesh for the first time. And hear songs from his new album, Blue Neighborhood.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey. How are you going?
Good. I'm excited.
There is a crazy, excited crowd out there. They spent the entire night waiting for you.
It's insane. It's so crazy.
The little boy who sat and sang to his computer in Perth goes off. Troye Sivan is the face of a generation of kids connected to millions of others and uniquely aware that anything is possible from anywhere. What's the pinnacle? What do you want to achieve?
For me personally, I just knew and have always known exactly what I wanted to do.
You're a 20-year-old travelling the world singing songs surrounded by screaming fans.
Yes.
What's not to love?
Exactly, it could be a lot worse, sure.
Hi everyone, my name is Troye Sivan.